Hi, how are you guys? How's everybody out there? How are you, all these future nurses? So I just want to let you know, guys, what I'm doing with my life. I failed my first time doing the English RN, and I want to share with you guys what I am doing with my life this time. So maybe you can also do it, or maybe I can give you an idea what you must do or what you should do for your second trying to do the NClex RN. Well, I failed back on June 24, 2017. I failed my examination, stopped at 75 questions. I feel like, oh wow, this is only 75. Oh man, I naked out, I passed because I feel that the question was like easy, right? But what I didn't know is that if you get easy questions, you are doing just the only thing that you are doing is low level competence questions, so you are below passing level. So long story short, my computer shoot off at 75. I did the tricky questions and the tricky on person view, and it shows that I had to pay for the examination. I knew that I failed. So what I doing with my life right now? Man, I set up on a schedule. I am studying to UWorld, and what I'm doing, I begin to work every day at 9 a.m. So this is my first schedule. I wake up at 6:30 a.m. All right, I do some coffee and Cuban. I do some shot coffee to wake up, and at 6:45 I begin to do 50 questions every day. That must be every day in the morning, 50 questions. Or maybe 40 to 50, something like that. I do it slowly. Maybe I take in the 40 questions, 50 questions, I can take easy like 1 hour and a half. I read all the rationals. Even though it's right or it's wrong, I do all the rationals. All right? And I make notes I bought Walmart like a little notebook, and I make notes. Hey, listen, man, something like, what I don't know this value, I write it up, and I bring this notebook with me like a Bible, man. It's like crazy. So I do 50 questions, all the rational. Don't matter if all the rational. Even though if I know the contents, I will read it again. Because sometimes when you're doing the examination, you say, well, hey, listen, this is a patient who have a potassium level of 5.9 or maybe 7. Oh, this is, you saying to yourself right now, oh, this is high. But when you go to what they're asking you, it's something different, man. So it doesn't, you will see, hey, this patient had the high potassium. No, they will do something different. They will ask you around, so you can know why you can imply that what you know in something else. So when you do all the rational, even though if you know the contents, you can see that maybe they are letting you know what else you can do with the high potassium or the high calcium, or patients who have like hypoglycemia or hyperglycemia, whatever. So read all the rational, man. Try to do at least in the morning, at least 4 or 5 times a week, 50 questions, 40 questions. Then when you go to lunch, you have another chance, man, do another 10. It's not that hard. And when you go to bed, try to do another 15. You assume, like, let's say you do 40 in the morning, 15 in the afternoon, and another 10, that's like 70 questions. Well, in my opinion, if you do 70 questions straight, there is more chance that you will not get the same amount of information in your brain as if you do it like 3 or 4 times a day. So let's say you do 25 or 30 in the morning, 15 at lunchtime, and then another 15 or 20 when you go bed. You did already 7 to 80 questions. That's the way I am making this out, man. All right? And at the beginning, another thing more important, try to do this every day, man, or at least 4 or 5 times a day. Don't take it easy and believe, well, I failed, well, let me take a long break or whatever. And then you spend 3 or 4 days and you don't study. That's a negative feedback in there. You know what? When you're doing the NClex, believe that the NClex is like a baseball player, man. When you're doing you are playing as a basketball, or you are a baseball or whatever. The computer is like a teacher. They are throwing you question to you to try to, to melt you down. All right? Remember, this computer is intelligent, man. This computer is trying to find your weak side on questions. When you get to the one question, you know, man, that you are going down. So try to study like 70, 80 questions a day, at least 5 to 6 days. Don't do. I see some people who say, well, I study 7 to 8, 9, 10 hours a day. That's not nothing. You will not learn nothing about that. Try to study like, what happens when you have a patient who has like a gastric reflux, or has something like any GI problem or something like that. What they say, most of the questions say, or you have like a heartburn. What you do? What you tell the patient that will be related to your knowledge, or what you should do. You don't say to that patient, hey man, eat large amount of food so your gastric reflux goes down. What you say to them, try to eat low portions several times a day. The same thing happens to your brain, all right? It's the same thing that happens to your brain. Your brain don't want to get overloaded with questions, all right? Your brain wants to, get 30, 40 questions, and then 3 or 4 hours later, do another 10, 15, 20. Everything will be, stored here when you do it that way. Try it and you will see. Comment below, let me know what you think about all that I say over here. If you have any feedback, man, let me know. Also subscribe to my channel. I will, even though when I pass the nclex, I will continue this channel, because it's hard when you finish school and everything and you fail the nclex. It's a bad experience. So I want to help everybody, to have a positive feedback inside and try to pass this. Even though when I pass the nclex, I become an RN, I will still help people out there. So comment below, let me know what you think about this thing, like doing 7 to 8 questions several times a day. What do you think? Is that good? Do you believe you will learn more like that? Let me know. Comment below and let me know, and let's see what you guys think. All right, thank you, man.